Rick fans, welcome to the Rick Bakery, where all our jokes are half-baked. I'm Jacob, and today we're looking through another LEGO catalog. Today we are having a look at the 2017 LEGO catalog, which is a year that is well inside my dark period. I wasn't very interested in LEGO in 2017, however I did buy some Indiana Jones sets when they came out. I think they came out in 2007, 2008 or thereabouts. Maybe there's a picture of them in here, but I am not sure. But without further ado, let's have a look in this LEGO catalog. And here is the 2007 LEGO catalog. Some action on the front page already, a lot of firemen running around. Maybe there's a fire going on somewhere. Seems that these guys at least are running very, very quickly. And this guy seems to be looking the other way. Wondering what's this going on out there. Maybe he's looking at the LEGO logo. Who knows? Who knows? And here we got the table of content. Very, 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 very long catalog this time. I think 70 pages. Moving right along. Here we got the zoo. Great zoo. I like zoos. I think zoos are great, and I like these animals, these zebras. Pretty cute. Little. Is this a leopard? I don't know the difference between those cat animals, but spotty one and stripy one and a non-spotty one. Yeah, stripy ones are tigers, non-stripy ones and non-spotty ones are usually lions. Could be a lynx, is that what they call lynx? Don't know. Anyway, ooh, police. This is a very cool police station. Love to have had that as a kid, I'm pretty sure. Some cool police vehicles with light and sounds. This boat is new in August, it seems. August 2007, we could get this boat for the first time. That's pretty cool. And here we go, more of this LEGO Duplo. I've always had a keen interest in these LEGO Duplo trains, but I never really had any, and maybe that's why I was interested. I think this looks very, very interesting. I like that there's bridges, and that's something I really miss in regular LEGO. Bridges are something we need. Of course, we can build some ourselves, but it would be cool to see an official LEGO set with a bridge for the standard minifigure size. That would be cool, but this looks great even so. A cool plane over here, and a little tower for the airport moving right along. Ooh, here we see something that I have never ever seen before except on the YouTubes. This is Thomas the Tank Engine. Is it Thomas and Friends? He's a train. It's a television series, and that's just about all I know about that. And on this page we have Bob the Builder, another type of LEGO that I've never ever seen before. This is basically I believe this is Duplo. It's with Bob the Builder figures, and what's really interesting about this one is that this looks like a render. Yeah, this looks like it's rendered rather than a picture of an actual model. This one too. I know that at least no. Are these series computer graphic series, or are they sort of claymation stop motion things? I wonder why this is. That's interesting. It's interesting that this is actually a render. That this is something. It's computer graphics and not an actual photo of a set. That seems kind of odd to me. But yeah, maybe they didn't have the figures or the things yet before they started making the catalog. Who knows? Moving right along. Oh, a Duplo pirate ship. This is great. I really like this. Looks very, very menacing. Maybe I've seen this in a thrift store once. I'm not sure. Maybe I've seen something very much like it. I like that there's a cannonball hole in this sail here. Makes it seem very piratey, and a lot of action going on. Seems that these cannons can actually fire stuff, which is pretty cool. And something that's called, I've never seen this before either. I'm so much out of the loop on 2017 LEGO, it seems. Never seen this here. I wonder, does this have a name? Is it just called Princess? This says Fine Princess or Nice Princess, but other than that, it doesn't seem to have a name other than LEGO Duplo. And again, these seems to be rendered. This is graphics. This is not the actual set. This is computer graphics. This is the actual... No, this isn't... I don't think this is the actual set either. That's so strange to me. Why are they putting everything into a computer and rendering it out? Is it easier to make it like this? Cheaper maybe? don't know. Maybe that these aren't new. It doesn't say new with any of these. So I'm imagining they weren't new in 2007. So they would have had the sets. So why make it like this? I wonder why that is. If anybody's got an explanation for this, I'd love to hear it, because I'm at a loss for words. I don't know what this is. Oh, here we got more. Ooh, this is Belleville. I actually thought Belleville was cancelled way before 2007, but it seems that it wasn't. I've never really gotten into Belleville. I remember Belleville sort of appearing when I was a kid, sort of at the end of my Lego interest. But these big modules here, these big molded pieces here, I never really found them useful, because they have such a limited use. If anybody has found a good use for stuff like this, I'd love to see it, love to hear about it, because I haven't really ever seen or found a good use for those. And on we go to what I'd call real Lego, or at least the classic type of bricks. Build your own universe. I will, sir. I will right away. The standard mixed boxes here, and Lego Creator. I didn't know Lego Creator went all the way back to 2007. Lego Creator in 2007. Do people count these as genuine Lego Creator sets? It says 3-in-1 here, which is of course the standard of the Lego Creator set. I'm wondering if this would be considered a Lego Creator expert set now, or if it's just a Lego Creator set. Anyway, this is pretty cool. I like this one, and I like how many varieties of things there are in these. How well balanced it is. You know, this is a normal-ish car, go-kart, and a truck, and we got a normal-ish car and a race car and a truck as well. Pretty cool, actually. Doesn't seem to be in minifigure scale, but it does seem to be pretty cool anyhow. Pretty cool anyhow. Ooh, Lego Creator again. More creators here. 3-in-1. Got a dinosaur, and this one has power functions. Power functions is something I have never ever used. I don't know anything about it, and I bet I am not very good at using it. I guess it's mostly to do with the technique stuff, and of course in this creator set as well, which seems very technique heavy, which doesn't matter at all. But I never really figured that out. This is nice, and this is nice too. Oh, I really like this. I've never ever seen this before. Is this some sort of pre-Lego Creator expert sets? It seems to be to me, because this one is almost too much to be a regular Lego Creator set, and I really like this. Sort of a townhouse with a small fence around it, and a little blue car garage there. That's very nice. I like this. This is cool too. Very nice. And I like that it's got 2 other possibilities as well. It seems very, very nice. I think maybe I've seen this one on YouTube. Somebody was reviewing and building this one, which is quite pretty cool, I think. Oh, this is great. This is great. This seems to be more or less the continuation of the pier sets that I really liked back in the 90s. I don't remember right now if that's 1992 or 1996. I believe it's 1992 that had some great pier sets. And this is really cool. I really like this. I'd love to have some of this for a Lego city at some point. Of course, my current Lego city does not have space for anything of the sort, but if I get more space sometime in the future, I'd love to have some of this. And this doesn't seem to be rendered. This is actually the models that's here, which is quite cool, I think. Very, very nice. And here we got the fire station, and look, we've got a building on fire in the background that's actually been built, or at least it's been made to look like actual Lego. I like that. That's very cool, and I like that this guy back here, he's looking back and having a look at what's going on. This is very nice. I like this. I think maybe this is around the time where Lego started to sort of draw back on the action part and get a bit more realistic in their designs. At least this one looks pretty realistic. Okay, we've got this hovercraft here, but it has a realistic sort of feel to it, like this one has as well, and the whole fire engine seems kind of realistic as well. Airport. Airport. This is a very nice entrance here. Very, very nice. And these planes are some planes I've never really managed to get a hold of. I've seen parts of some of it somewhere once in a while, and normally on flea markets, but that's, you know, professional, semi-professional sellers who has those. Never really seen these in thrift shops yet, but if I find one, I'll be sure to get it if it is at a reasonable price. Reasonable price. And trains of the day. Yeah, I think I've seen this one. And this one is very, very reminiscent of the one that was just before the new one we had. If it isn't actually that one. No, this isn't the one. That would mean it had been out for 10 years. Doesn't really make sense. And ooh, this is very nice. Sort of harkens back to that great train station back in the early 90s. This is a great one. If I can't get the one from the early 90s, this would be a good substitute, I'd say. And here we go with City. This one I have seen once in a while in maybe the Facebook Marketplace or something like that. And I have seen people who have this one online, this one as well. It seems that construction was all the rage back in 2007. And this one is nice too. I always liked these gas stations, especially the Octane variation, which is very cool. And here we got the Lego City Rescue sub-theme. We've got some rescue helicopter and that this hospital. Yeah, I've never really seen this real life. It's right here as well. But I've always wondered, ever since I saw it the first time, I always wondered why it had to be on a cliffside like this. Doesn't really make any sense, does it? Especially as it seems that it's still right in the city. Right here, it's in the city, but for some reason we've chosen to place our little hospital on a cliffside. Don't know why that is, and it seems to be the same thing with this police station right here. Lego Vikings. This is great. Lego Vikings. Lego Vikings I have never ever seen in real life as far as I know. Maybe I've seen, you know, just one piece here or there, but never in any meaningful way. Not even on flea markets. This looks very cool. Very Norse mythology-esque. Very cool. Doesn't seem like there's a lot of sets though. 1, 2, 3 and we're done. I wonder if there wasn't any smaller sets in this series, but at least this is what's here. I'm wondering if this was one of the years where they were starting to withdraw this one, or maybe it wasn't really a big theme ever. I'll have to look that up at some point. But this is cool. I really like this ship here. That's very, very nice. And here we go with all the Mars mission stuff. It seems, I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that these would be sort of the I don't know, do you call them enemies? I don't know, not necessarily enemies, but there's always some kind of conflict in this, or at least some kind of interaction between two species. This ship here seems to be firing some kind of lasers or plasma or something like that. So it does seem there's some kind of conflict going on. So I'm pretty sure that these and these are competent, that they are in battle with each other possibly for some kind of resources. Oh, Lego Castle! Lego Castle, we need a new Lego Castle theme. Now that they've discontinued Nexo Knights, I think we could have another knight or castle theme. This looks interesting, a little on the fantasy-esque side. I think this is a skeleton this is a skeleton riding a dragon, which is okay by me. It's cool with the fantasy element, but they could go more straight, in my opinion. You know, just do regular castle stuff. Do two factions, black castles versus grey castles, blue castles, whatever. That would be great too. But this is cool too. I like these sort of supernatural fantasy-esque feel of this. And this dragon is pretty cool too. And this little castle here with the drawbridge and everything looks very nice as well. And here we go, Aqua Raiders. Aqua Raiders. I don't know if that's the theme song, but that's how I sing it anyway. Aqua Raiders. This looks really nice. I really like this base right here. And these yellow submarines are just superb. I like this shark that he seems to be combating. Tiger Shark Attack 7773. Wonderful little set. Love these U-boats here, these submarines. Looks very cool. It reminds me a lot of the old Aquazone. Maybe that's why I like it so much. But it seems that the sort of conflict here is between the big sea creatures and the divers. And Exoforce. Now we are really getting into a level of Lego that I have never ever really figured out what is all about. It seems like this is kind of the forerunner to Lego Ninjago, especially with these sort of Eastern Asian looking buildings and this sort of anime little cartoon over here. So it seems to be sort of a forerunner to that, but maybe a little more on the anime side of things. Don't know to be sure, but it looks interesting. And Star Wars. Nothing but Star Wars. The X-Wing, an Imperial Star Destroyer. We got one of these Trade Federation MTT stuff here, and Anakin's little starfighter. I have no real idea about how many generations we've had of Star Wars sets before this one. I know 1999 was the first year for Lego Star Wars. This is the 30th year of Star Wars in general, so these are probably celebratory. I know there was something about a golden C-3PO figure in 2007 as well. I don't know the full story on that, but if you know, please let me know in the comments below and I'll be happy to hear all about that. Yeah, and here we go with Lego Batman. Here it says the ultimate Batmobile. And if I'm not mistaken, we are getting a Batmobile this year as well that looks very much like this one, but is in minifigure scale if I'm not mistaken. Got the Batcave here, very interesting Batcave, a good set of computer screens up here. And here we go with Lego Racers. I have never really seen Lego Racers. I've found a couple of the cars now and then in used lots, but generally I don't know what it's all about. I'm guessing it's race cars to some extent, but if there's it seems that there's some kind of launching mechanism for the cars so they can actually race. This guy seems to be punching it really pretty hard, both up here and down here, and this looks pretty nice. Might be good for a car dealership in a Lego city, if not for a racetrack. So there might be some utilities in some of this, but it seems that the scale is different than minifigure scale, so maybe not too useful after all. So here we go with more Lego Racers, and this is of course some of the classic Ferrari stuff. I've seen these back in the day. I remember seeing some of these in the shops back in the day. This one I think I saw, or maybe this one, don't remember, but these are pretty cool actually. Some good F1 cars, Formula 1 cars right here, and of course these more Technic-esque Ferraris are pretty nice too. Bionicle Mahari. Now I never really got Bionicle, but I do know that this is a series of stuff that really helped turn Lego around back in the beginning of the 2000s. So I have the utmost respect for people who like this theme, but I'm not necessarily too fond of it. I can see that it's pretty cool though. So these were Bionicle Mahari, and this is Bionicle Mabaraki. Okay, so this seems there's two different factions. I don't know anything about it. People will have to tell me what it is all about. Ooh, this looks nice. These are much more intricate than some of the ones we've seen in the 1990s catalogs, that's for sure. This one is cool, I'll give it that. This one is very cool. Very tall crane here, and some very, very interesting functionalities to it. I really like this crane right here that has this functionality like this. That's very, very nice. That was the 2007 Lego catalog, and I really enjoyed looking through this Lego catalog because there was a lot of great stuff in here that I've never ever seen before. A lot of great city sets that I've never seen before, and that airport set was pretty cool too. But was there anything in here you liked? Please let me know in the comments below. But that's all for me today. I hope you'll comment, like, and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you guys next Monday.